Greetings, gamers.
Greetings, fellow gamers. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Start. I don't have the game in the PlayStation. I'm leaving that in.
Oh yeah. It's like we start with greetings, gamers, and immediately we fuck up.
I know video games, I swear. Put it in the PlayStation 4.
Well, like, your PlayStation tricked us because your home music is Kingdom Hearts music.
Dum-de-dum-dum. That doesn't count. It's Kingdom Hearts 3's title screen menu crap thingy. And also it was like on Yakuza 0 for some reason. Skip it up, pop it up, boop-a-doop, boop-a-doop. We are back to this game. This,
like 5 seconds in.
Gamer moment 2, and now we're here. So, I feel like this Let's Play has come full circle, because in a lot of times, when we were, because like I said previously, millions of times, it's a very chill Let's Play. We talk about a lot of things, and one of the most biggest things...
Oh, that's loud.
Oh. Is it really loud?
It may just be my headphones. Let me turn.
You got it?
No, it's not doing anything.
Oh, you changed it from my...
Oh, no.
It's a complete debacle. Oh, it's on 100% on my computer.
Oh, yeah, that's because we were doing a sound test.
Yeah. Alright.
Okay, it's good now.
50%.
Because I was trying to hear what you were saying, and I was like,
what did you say?
What?
You're like turning into like an 80s grandmother. What did you say, sweetie? Anyways, good start to the episodes.
Yeah.
We talk about a lot of things on the show. And we always talk about Pokemon.
Yeah.
And then, because I was like editing previous episodes, and you were legit talking about, it's like the 25th anniversary for Pokemon. I wonder if we're gonna get a Gen 4 remake.
We got what we wanted.
It comes full circle. When you ask, you will receive, as they say. Anyways, welcome to Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance, the longest ongoing Let's Play in history. Let's go.
We've literally been at this for like 2 years.
4. It started back in 2017. Look, life happens. We forget. Maybe tonight I'll beat it. I keep saying that for every episode. Let's see what happens. Let's go.
Yeah, it's like every other time that we hang out.
I think we're gonna
like,
get close to beating the game.
No, I mean like, no, just us hanging out. Like every other time you're like, we should finish Dream Drop Distance. And I'm like, yeah, we should finish Dream Drop Distance. And then like, not talk to each other for like a month.
It's because of college. And also we're at the end of the year of our semester, which is funny because the last time we filmed, we were like, oh, it's the beginning of a new semester.
And there's also,
pandemic! So anyways.
A global
pandemic. And we also started the episode the same last time we filmed, which is very poetic.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you know how it'd be. Anyways.
It's like, I watch it once when it goes back, when the video goes up, and then I like forget about it.
I know. I can't wait to make the best stuff for the series because you get to see stuff from 2017 to now. That's gonna be so nuts. Oh my god, I can't wait till that happens. We're so young.
Could you imagine someone watching this in like sequentially and like
what's going on?
We talk about the exact same shit episode to episode to episode.
We forget!
Because we forgot what we talked about last time!
We legit forget what we talked about because it's so long and it's so hard to keep track of what we talked about. It's like, I don't know, we probably talked about Pokemon for the 5th time. Probably for the 6th time, I don't know.
Although, I mean, there's always new Pokemon stuff.
Surprisingly, Pokemon is always topical.
It's a yearly thing at this point.
What the? Oh wait, I remember how to do this. Whoa. Slice. Slice. Gameplay, 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 let it rip! Oh yeah, speaking of gay things, JoJo Part 6 got confirmed!
Florida lesbians, let's go!
Florida lesbians, Florida bi, Florida trans, let's go.
Yeah. By Dio. Canon trans character. And we're not talking about Nasui, I'm talking about that one character that, like, Jolene sees in the shower, and she's like, huh, modern medicine is incredible.
Wow, technology sure has gone us so far.
And
Back
also,
in 2005.
Also the fact that they're in a female prison.
Yeah.
So there's implied lesbianism.
Heck yeah. Gosh. I can't wait for Prison Break the anime. It's gonna be so lit.
Literally, it's Prison Break the anime.
Oh gosh. And also, it's our tradition to do a sort of reaction to it. The only reaction thing I do anymore. It's kind of like a tradition. I'm like,
Yeah.
but you know what that means? After part 6, part 7, literally the best part.
We go from
Lesbians to gays.
we go from prison lesbians
to gay cowboys.
to gay cowboys.
Brookback Mountain, as we say. No. Yes. Maybe Rocky got inspired by the gay cowboys.
Oh, I just had the worst image in my head.
What is the image?
Oh.
What is
Oh
it?
no.
What do you got?
Do you remember the corpse parts?
Oh no.
Do you remember the first corpse part that they find?
Which one was it?
It's the hand.
Uh-huh. Oh, I died. Wait, what happened with the hand? I forgot.
The first corpse part is a hand.
Yeah.
And we're just talking about Brokeback Mountain and gay cowboys. Could you imagine one of them with the hand?
Let's move on.
Okay.
If you haven't read part 7, I highly recommend it. Even if you, honestly,
And I almost spoiled what the corpse was related to, but I held back.
what the corpses are related to is, it's whack.
Yeah.
It's very whack. And honestly, I think you can actually get into part 7, like, because technically speaking, isn't it sort of like a reboot or like alternate universe?
It's an alternate universe.
Because I know that part 6 has like a, I don't know the ending of part 6, but I heard there's I don't, surprisingly enough, but I heard that it has something to do with the effect of like part 7 or something. That's what I heard.
Part 7 results, like, the existence of part 7 results from the ending of part 6.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. So I'm like, it's funny because I love part 7, but I never really delve into part 6. I'm like
because honestly, part 7, I don't know where I heard this, but initially I think it was supposed to be like it was supposed to have been a completely new series, and then
Rocky's like, wait a minute,
like Shueisha was like, Araki not doing JoJo? What?
That's just Bao!
Impossible! And so like so he made it like into a JoJo part.
Yeah.
I mean, the main character's name was Zeppeli.
Yeah.
Well, that was another thing, is that Gyro was initially supposed to be
I
a main
forgot
character.
about that. Yeah, there's like, no, JoJo! We gotta put Johnny! Which Johnny's my favorite JoJo, like, protago. He's great. I love him!
So far, out of the parts that I've experienced, I think that Joseph is still my favorite JoJo.
Joseph is still a really high contender.
My favorite Zeppeli, however.
Gyro's great.
Gyro,
best boy.
S tier Zeppeli.
Yeah, S tier Zeppeli. Him, second Caesar, and then third, Will Zeppeli. Which I'm like, cool. I'm going out, I'm getting out of this place. They're hurting me, I want to move on with the plot. Wah, yeah, wah. I keep pressing triangle because that's what it is in 3! Also, Kingdom Hearts, the entirety of the series, is now on PC.
Yeah.
And it looks really good. I keep seeing a lot of good mod stuff. I'm like, I kind of want to get it! I have this series! 4 times!
Does that thing happen to you where you're playing a game for a while, and then you get that muscle memory for the controls of that game, and so when you go to another game, you keep messing up?
No, I do that all the time because literally, this was on the 3DS, so it wasn't triangle. It was a completely different button. I'm like, frick! This is not it.
I'm not, like, you know how you just said, like, oh, because it's on Kingdom Hearts 3, it's different.
Yeah.
Like, because, like, I remember I wanted to replay Breath of the Wild, like, a while ago.
Right.
But prior to that, I've been playing Skyrim on the Switch for, like, months.
Yeah.
And so, like, they're kind of similar.
Kind of, yeah.
As far as, like, the kind of game that they are.
This is like an overworld type of game.
It's
overworld fantasy.
Like, it's like an open world fantasy combat game.
Yeah.
Like, whenever I was, like, pitching Breath of the Wild, when it was a new game, when I was pitching Breath of the Wild to friends who had never played it, I was like, it's like Skyrim for babies.
Oh yeah, you told me that. It's like Skyrim, but from kids. Literally said that that the last episode.
I probably said this before.
I know, it's fine.
But,
It's funny.
I wanted to replay Breath of the Wild, and so I've been playing nothing but Skyrim on my Switch for like 3 months prior to that. And so when I was trying to play Breath of the Wild, not only did I have to relearn the controls, I kept messing up because I was trying to play it like it was Skyrim.
Wow.
It's
been a good bit since I played this.
So I kept trying to attack, but I accidentally would like open a menu and like,
wait, shoot! I didn't want to let him go back.
Because I think Y is to swing your sword in Breath of the Wild, but it's to open the menu in Skyrim.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know. It's been a while since I played either of those on my Switch because I've been doing nothing but Animal Crossing.
Heck yeah. Because you've been redoing your island. Not resetting it, but remaking it.
Rehauling. Like, I took, like, a poster frame and, like...
it was great.
And graph paper and, like...
It's very professional looking. I'm
expo
very
markers,
impressed.
and, like, I just, like, plotted my map, like, square by square by square, and I put it in the poster frame, and then I used expo markers to, like, draw the new island on top of the old one. And so now I'm just rearranging everything right now.
Wow! Defeat the Tiger Wiger. Also, I can't wait till next year for Kingdom Hearts. It's gonna be big because it's the 20th anniversary of Kingdom Hearts. But it's hinting that we might get a new wave of a new arc for Kingdom Hearts, because Kingdom Hearts 3 was the end of the Xehanort arc, so I'm like, where is this going? It's gonna be the mom arc!
I'm wondering if it's gonna be like just a really big DLC for 3?
No, it's not going to, because like there was literally DLC for KH3, it was Remind.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's basically Kingdom Hearts 3 is like done. Like all the content's already done in that game.
Which like it feels like it didn't come. It feels like it came out not too long ago, but it was like. When did it come out?
2019.
2019. It feels like it came out not too long ago, but it literally came out like 2 years ago.
Yeah. It's been a good bit.
2020 just like doesn't exist in my brain.
I don't like to think of 2020. 2020 is an enigma. Why did I go in here?
I can pet my baby.
Why does this one look like Dom? I have Dom on my island, so like I instantly thought of him.
I forgot. Dear. Let your mother pet you. Don't be such a whiny baby. Whatever. I'll pet you. Supaku. I forgot these names.
Oh yeah, we did the freaking weeb like
of course.
Japanese pronunciation.
Whose channel do you think you're on? Oh, your eyes are anime now. Speaking
There's
of.
like, I think that there'll always be like a hint of weebishness, like in
every video I do.
In everything that we do, yeah.
You'll never escape anime in my videos.
Well, I mean, just like the mid to late 2000s, like weeb culture, it's like ingrained in us.
Oh, of course. Oh gosh. Also, by the way, speaking of old anime stuff, remember Hatalia's back?
No.
I don't mind.
Like, honestly, it's probably gonna be harmless.
Yeah.
But
the people are older. They've matured.
No, but Rachel.
What?
You don't understand. There's actually like a younger Hitalia, like a younger generation of Hitalia fans.
That's true.
There are Gen Z Hitalia fans.
Oh no.
Like, they are like, and the thing that's nuts is that they are going through the exact same things that we went through on Tumblr like 7 years ago.
But Tumblr's dead at this point. Nobody uses it.
Everything that happened on Tumblr is happening again on TikTok.
Oh no!
I'm not kidding.
Shoot! I forgot TikTok.
Like, subject for subject, word for word, like,
no.
the same arguments and the same fandom bullshit is happening again.
You know what? You got me there. Woo! Sorry, go woo!
But it's like, how cyclical is the internet gonna be for the rest of its existence?
Every degeneracy is gonna be on the internet, no matter how many times it changes over the decade.
Like, is every generation cursed
Yes.
to go through the same arguments?
Yes.
The same, like,
We're on Twitter, of course.
like, literally, that's another thing, is that everything that's happened on Tumblr already is happening on Twitter.
Exactly. And worse. I feel like it's worse worse nowadays.
It's a little bit worse on Tumblr. On
Twitter.
On Twitter.
Not to get any, because this is a positive channel, not to get anything too dark.
We're laughing at how awful this is.
We're laughing how awful it is, but also how disgusting it is too. So yeah, don't. A lesson of today: don't wrap your life around Twitter. It's probably not worth it in the end.
Also,
clout is not as important. Okay.
Gen Z weebs out there, Gen Z like fangirls.
Yes.
Listen to your
elders.
Listen to your millennial elders. We've been through that before.
Yes.
Don't repeat our mistakes. Learn from history.
Don't glomp people when we get back to going to conventions.
Oh, well, that's stuff like that they don't know about.
Oh yeah, they don't.
Like,
they don't know about the glomping, the yaoi paddle.
Oh yeah, like I have a coworker who is like the exact age range that I'm talking about right now.
Oh my god!
She didn't know what a yaoi paddle was, so I had to explain to this 18-year-old what a yaoi paddle was.
You see, there's a paddle, has the word yaoi on it, and you smack people in the ass with it.
and she was like, "That's it," and I was like, "Yeah."
You don't understand. You don't understand.
You don't get the culture, man.
You don't get how intertwined
So,
we
like,
were back in the day with this kind of crap.
Yeah, so it's like the same arguments and topics are happening again. It's just like different terminology.
Yeah, it is.
Like there's certain vocabulary that we are aware of that has died out, such as yaoi paddle or glomp. But there's certain things that are literally just happening again.
Yeah,
like,
in different forms.
Beat for beat.
Yes. So another lesson: just be careful.
Yes.
That's just another important lesson. Just be careful.
If you're having an issue in a certain fandom, Google and like try to research how that resolved itself on Tumblr like a few years back.
Yes.
Just to reassure yourself.
Don't worry. History sadly repeats
Things
itself.
will get better.
I promise. We'll promise. As seniors of the weebs, we know. We know.
We've been there.
Also, fandom wars. Remember those?
Oh yeah.
Remember back in the day, Hitalia and Homestuck?
Yeah.
Speaking of. Gosh, those were evil times.
I feel like Homestuck is actually one of the things that hasn't permeated the newer like online generation as much as it did our generation.
Yeah, I know. It's basically done at this point.
Yeah, like
Buck no hero.
Oh, that though. That's the Gen Z.
That's like, the Gen Z Homestuck and Hitalia. Yeah. Be wise, kids.
Yeah.
Who's shooting lit? Oh, that's you.
Learn from our mistakes.
Learn from
our mistakes and know that in 5 years you will cringe at everything you're doing right now.
To be fair, you know what I do sometimes?
What?
I go back and watch like a lot of old cosplay videos.
Old mid to late 2000s
There's
cosplay
something about
videos.
them that has like a certain charm to them, though.
Some
of them are charming. You gotta admit.
Some of them are charming. Some of them are wholesome.
Yes.
Some are like legit, really entertaining.
Yeah, I remember Demix Time, which was like it was a Kingdom Hearts cosplay thing, and
I think
like
you showed me that.
Yeah, and like it got so like literally there was a line because in the Demix Time show like it's Demix Time, and in Kingdom Hearts 3 he says it's Demix Time. I'm like what? When I did my Let's Play of it, but by the way, you can watch.
I wonder if there was some English translator.
What's Demix Time is like, I'm gonna put that in this game. We're gonna translate that, put it in my game. I'm like, brilliant. 10 out of 10. Oh my gosh. What am I doing? Okay.
But yeah. I actually have some, like, you know how your favorites playlist used to be a thing on YouTube?
Bless.
I'll go through my favorites playlist. I mean, like, half of the stuff is, like, deleted or private.
I know! You know the video's old when they're, like, deleted. Especially when you go, like, further down your old,
and you
like,
see
faves.
nothing but gray squares.
I miss you, the greats, and I don't even remember your name.
But yeah, like, sometimes I'll go through there and I'll see, like, an old AMV or an old cosplay video.
Oh, God.
That still exists, and I'm like, dang, I used to think this was funny.
Oh, my favorite scene's coming up! This is a really cute scene. It's just, like, wholesome. It's so wholesome.
Although sometimes those videos would be actually still funny, and I'd still enjoy them.
Yeah.
Roxas.
I'm sure this is a scene that, like, Kingdom Hearts fans were waiting on for years.
I know. It's just really sweet.
Like,
this scene is so touching.
I can imagine watching this scene as a Kingdom Hearts fan, like back in the day, and you're like,
the other way around.
it's happening!
It's happening!
But it really has to be you. What do
So
you mean?
sad.
There are so many hearts that are connected to yours. You're me, so you can feel what I felt.
No.
They really made
Roxas,
like this
you're
high
you.
philosophical,
We're not the same.
like
I wanted to tell
interconnected
you
art
that you
piece
deserve as much as I
as a
do
game
to
for
be your own
children.
person.
I know. Look how nice that is. Sora's like, you're not me, you're your own person. And that's something Roxas needs to hear, because he's like, I'm your nobody. Ah! It's a good scene. It's a great scene. Now hold my hand. We're now engaged. Kingdom Hearts! Feel my pain, Sora!
Oh,
Kingdom Hearts 2, 358/2 days. That's right. Feel my pain. Feel what I feel, boy.
Feel my pain, Sora.
You're in a cocoon when I was being sad.
Feel my pain, Sora.
Oh, I feel so bad. That's why everyone's favorite character is Roxas. Look at the level gauge on the computer. Oops.
Oh my god.
No, he gone. Roxas. Roxack. Flat butt. He doesn't have a flat butt in 3. His 3 butt is
They
very
cause all this
bubbly.
pain?
Well, he did grow up.
What do you
Oh, he did. Rah! Sora's like, is this ASMR? Riku ASMR.
Like, I can barely understand. Like, without the subtitles, I would not know what he's saying.
It's like when Donald talks in Kingdom Hearts, you're like, if I didn't have the subtitles, I would not understand what this duck is saying. But you know what? After being, like, freaking sanitized to Kingdom Hearts, and like, I can now understand Donald for some
you
reason.
can understand Donald, no subtitles.
Without the subtitles, I can understand Donald completely. I'm like, it's gone this bad.
But yeah, like, what I was thinking, like, during that scene is, like,
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts is a game for children.
Yeah.
But it, like, it addresses all these, like philosophical, like, concepts of, like, what is the self?
Yeah. Which
And,
I
like,
appreciate a lot.
You're like, this is a game for kids!
Yeah. But that also means that it's treating its audience with, like, some certainty of respect. It's like,
True.
because, you know, there's like, oh, wow! Bouncy building! Because, you know, there's, like, plenty of, like, kid materials that are just, like, you know, not that very respectable of, like, children's brains or minds. Because, you know, in hindsight, kids are smart. Some of the things that we grew up with when we were kids felt very mature and very adult. You know, like, stuff like The Iron Giant, or,
Yeah.
like, that movie, looking back at it now, like, that movie is freaking great for kids and adults. Like, I don't know.
Although, like,
Whoa.
on another hand,
Yeah.
there are adults that, like, cannot wrap their heads around the storyline of Kingdom Hearts.
Look, I've talked about this plenty of times. I understand back then, yes, it was hard. It was on multiple different systems, but it is not an excuse now. It is literally on any kind of platform. It's literally all on Xbox One, all on PlayStation 4.
No, I'm talking about, like-
now on PC.
I'm talking about just explaining it to someone.
Okay, yeah.
Like, just explaining it to someone who has no context, like, or even has, like, a little bit of context as to what Kingdom Hearts is.
We have to start at the beginning. We have to start with the easiest, Kingdom Hearts 1. And then Chain of Memories, okay, and then Kingdom Hearts 2. And it's the funniest thing. It's like, yeah, I think Dream Drop Distance, to a lot of people, is the most complicated one. It's like, time travel, multiple Xehanorts. Yeah, it does sound a little bit weird in concept.
Although, oddly, like, Dream Drop Distance, I think when we were, like, going through the games, like,
yeah, I don't know, you didn't get confused that much at all.
Dream Drop Distance, oddly, is the one I understand the most.
Wait, what was the one?
I was the least confused over
That's
Dream Drop
interesting.
Distance.
Wait, what was the one that confused you the most?
Probably,
Was it Recoded?
no, Birth by Sleep.
Really?
Yeah.
Why was Birth by Sleep? Because that's basically a prequel.
Like, I think that may have been why. Or
okay.
it was just like...
Because that was just birthing the whole entire... Well, it was like... it just showed like this is where Xehanort came from, like the main Xehanort, not like Ansem or Xehanort.
Maybe it was because like by the time that we like, I mean, I was confused while watching it then, but I mean, maybe by the time we got to Dream God Distance,
You're like,
I was
the puzzle. It's a big puzzle, and you finally found that last piece.
Yeah,
you're like,
by the time, but maybe it's because by the time we got to Dream God Distance, like, it was like I'd heard enough of this repeated over and over and over already that I was like, okay, I get it now.
I get it.
Although at the same time, like, the idea of one character doing one storyline and one character doing another storyline, but they're both connected at the same time. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like I've seen that in something else.
What? I'm trying to think. I mean,
Or maybe it's like it's like similar enough to like A/B plots in like some like graphic novels.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
anime,
It's like
where it's like you're following one person for a really, really, really long time, and then you skip to another person and you're following that person for a really long time.
yeah.
I think they did that in Bleach a lot. I think that's why I wasn't confused. Because in Bleach, they would flip from like A, B, C, D plots, like, and they would keep on that plot for like the longest time to where you almost forgot what was happening in the other plots. And
Oh
then
god, the
they
head's
switched-
chasing me.
And then they switched to like the B plot, and you're like, what's going on? Oh, okay. So I think that's another reason why Dream Drop Distance didn't confuse me, because I'm used to the bullshit that Bleach pulls.
I love that. No, I need to heal, but I have no Q-Ranga. Heal, go. Ah! Oh, thank you. Whoever protected me. I don't know if it was a sheep or Hurry up.
Oh Lord, he coming.
Boing, 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 boing. We agree that the best low health music is from Black and White.
Yes. It goes like, it's like a full-on remix.
It freaking slaps. Oh, there you are.
Like, you go into Red Health just to hear the music.
Yeah, you can die. I don't care. It's sick beats going. Can I go in this door? Oh, I can't. Lead me into the door of confusion.
Your Scolopede's like on the ground, just like, please. and you're just like,
The way that you did that, you're like,
meanwhile the trainer's just like,
hold on, doo-doo, doo-doo, and then you start twerking to it. Your Scolopede's like, okay, lights.
give me a potion, please. I'll take an ordinary.
Please, give me something. Let the pain end. You're like, doo-doo.
You're just like twerking to the.
And then the freaking like gym leader's like, are you not gonna do anything? That's the funniest. Why does nobody? Someone's gotta make a comic about that.
Or like a skit, like, you know, those like skit YouTubers.
If we ever cosplay Gen 5 characters, can we do that?
Oh god, yes.
I'll cosplay like the male character, and you can cosplay like, I don't know, like N or somebody.
I've always wanted to cosplay as, out of Gen 5, I really like the Electrotech gym leader.
Yeah, her outfit's awesome. I always wanted to
Yeah.
cosplay N. I freaking love N so much.
Yeah.
He's my favorite boy. He's a nice boy. And his dad's a big, mean abuser. Gen 5 is dark!
It is.
And then looking back at Gen 5, I'm like, oh, that isn't like an abusive, neglectful dad. Oh.
See, like, yeah, I think Gen 5 wasn't appreciated as much as it should have been in its time.
Right? Because, like, there's so many, like, dark themes, like, do Pokemon really like to be used as, like, basically tools for, like, trainers to, like, win fights and, you know,
Also, it was
badges
like,
and stuff.
it was like a completely, like, the whole thing about it was like, oh, some people didn't like it because it was a completely different, like, Pokedex, so you couldn't get any of the old Pokemon except for, like, Pikachu.
Yeah.
That already happened
Yeah.
with Gen 3.
Exactly. Yeah, it did. What?
Because Hoenn, you go to the Hoenn region, and it's just
Hoenn Pokemon. Yeah.
I mean, wait, isn't there like a couple?
I think there's like a couple of like Gen 2 or
Like,
something.
yeah, like just to like flesh out everything.
Yeah.
But like
But
other
Gen
than that,
5, I mean Gen 5 is like a soft region.
wait, are there any? No, actually, I don't think that there are any. At least in Ruby and Sapphire.
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
don't think that there are
I
any-
forgot how it is in Emerald, but I don't remember.
No, wait, I think you can get some Kanto Pokemon, but only in the Safari Zone.
Or is it like after you beat the main story? I don't know. Because I know in some Pokemon games you're like, oh, you can. Oh, this freaking. What the heck's this dinosaur called? Rhinoceros. Rhinoceros. That's an actual animal. What I'm talking about. This thing that looks like a rhinoceros is trying to kill me.
Or, is
Stegosaurus. Is it a Stegosaurus?
No, Triceratops.
I was a dragon kid, not a dinosaur. It's funny because I watched the specific dinosaur documentary thing when I was a kid, and I remember I had it on VHS. It was at my grandpa's house, and I don't remember what it was called. It was Walk with the Dinosaurs. That's what it was.
I really liked Land Before Time. That's why.
Land Before Time was great.
Also, we're back.
Oh yeah, we're back. What? Back. Or
We're Back is an underrated movie.
oh, did you ever? There was this clip I saw. It was from that movie. It was The Villain's Death, where he gets like eaten by crows.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
That was sick.
That was so sick. There's nothing left to him. All the crows ate him alive.
Like, you don't get stuff like that in
No, you don't. You don't get that
cartoons
nowadays.
anymore.
What you know how like a bunch of YouTubers make like a lot of like the like childhood traumas or whatever. What would you consider something that did that to you out of like kids media or something?
Oh, I can think of some stuff, but like it's like the stuff that I can think of immediately is like the stuff that you see on those childhood trauma.
Yeah.
Like take your pick of any Courage the Cowardly Dog
that's true.
show episode. Like, the thing about childhood trauma and, like, media is that, like, a lot of times you forget about it until, like, someone brings it up. It's like, oh, you remember this episode of that show? And then, like, the thing happened, and you're like,
no.
Oh my god, what?
And you're like, oh, it's coming back again.
Yeah, so I can't really, like,
I remember mine was Happy Tree Friends, because there was Fall Out Boy, and there was like the Fall Out Boy music video, and it had Happy Tree Friends, and that was the first time I saw it. I was like 8 when I saw that. I was like, oh, this is scary. I don't like this.
I was in middle school.
I think.
So it didn't really affect, because I was just entering like my edgy,
rebellious,
like middle schooler phase.
Yeah.
So it didn't really affect me. I was like, hell yeah,
that's
squirrel's
cool.
got its eyeball out.
Yeah. And then I couldn't stop watching it afterwards. I'm like, why am I watching this? This made me cry.
Oh no, like we would gather, like at the youth center that I went to, like we would gather around like the one computer and like like someone would hack the HTML to like get around this like the parental block so we could get on funnyjunk.com.
Oh my god.
Like when it had the green background, like the old Funny Junk.
Yeah.
And so like we would watch stuff like Happy Tree Friends and stuff like that.
Yeah, like early, like very like shocking stuff on the internet back in the day is stuff that you can never get away with nowadays. Oh, it just exploded. No, but there's this one specific media. I remember it was specifically, I tell people this and I don't even really remember it, but I remember it was,
Tell me.
Huh?
Tell me.
It was, okay. Well, you know the Wallace and Gromit, like the Curse of the Brer Rabbit?
Yes.
It wasn't the movie. It was a short movie on the DVD. It was like in the bonus, it was like in the bonus section, and it was like a original short. It was the beginning of the movie that terrified me, that I couldn't watch it. I would cry every single time. It was like...
Was it a Wallace and Gromit short?
No, it was like a completely different short on the Wallace and Gromit DVD.
Okay.
And I haven't watched it ever since, and I remember thinking back about it, and like the first couple of seconds, someone was like stuck in like I don't know if it was like a hole, like a wooden hole or something, and every single time I saw that, like the camera would pan up, and for some reason it would always make me cry, and I never watched it again.
I can't...
And I really want to find what that was, because
I can't imagine it, but I'm sure if I watched it, it would like come back to me.
Yeah.
That's the thing about these kinds of things, is that unless there's something that like that has like a reawaken, like someone mentions it and then you remember.
I really want to find it again. I think I have the DVD, because I really like Wallace and Gromit. I think I have the DVD still, so I want to see if I can find the DVD. We should watch it.
Maybe.
Because I think I have it somewhere in my room. Cause
we can probably like look up
it.
like Wallace and Gromit like short.
Yeah.
Or a short at the beginning of Wallace and Gromit.
Yeah, it wasn't the beginning of Wallace and Gromit. Like, you know how like Disney does it? It wasn't like that. It was like in the bonus section on the DVD.
Oh, in the bonus section. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was like some you were thinking of it as some kind of like a Pikachu short kind of thing.
Right. Yeah.
Like how there's a Pikachu short at the beginning of some Pokemon movies.
What was it like? Was it the Lucario movie that they did the Pikachu short?
They had one of them. for the. It was the spike-eared Pichu.
Yeah, it was
one.
the
That was
two twin ones. Yeah.
That was before the Lucario one.
Yeah.
But
I love that movie.
Pikachu. I like to call it Pikachu. I don't know if it's called this, but I like to call it Pikachu's Day Out because
It is. Yeah.
it's like Baby's Day
Yeah.
Out. Where it's like the anniversary of Ash and Pikachu like meeting.
Oh yeah.
It was before the third movie, I think.
Oh,
where
right.
Pikachu
Oh.
gets out and he
Yeah.
like goes around
He's like,
about
"Stupid
town,
kids."
and like he goes about town and plays with the wild urban Pokemon.
Right.
Urban Pokemon.
Oh god. Like the Houndoom or like the Whoppers or something.
Yeah,
Loopers.
yeah. And then, like they make a playground out of
I love,
tires.
that was so cute. I love that. Sometimes stuff like that slaps.
Yeah.
Even
Like-
still now.
I think the opposite of childhood trauma is like
Fond memories.
well that, but also things that like aren't traumatizing, but it's something that you remember watching from your childhood.
I remember Dougal. Dougal sucks balls now. I don't know, I like that movie so much. That movie sucks.
I watched it like once when it was on Disney Channel, and it was just on the background while I was playing. It was on in the background while I was playing Pokemon Diamond.
Here's the funny thing about that movie. There was already an English dub for that movie. It was in British, but then they got a bunch of like American celebrities, and they kept making a bunch of
It was like in British English. Like,
Yeah, it was in British
It was an
English.
English movie.
And then they like redid it over in America, and they just put a bunch of like pop culture references, and it made it so unwatchable. I'm like, oh god, this movie really does suck.
Like, I can understand like why a company would look at a like a movie from like England.
Yeah,
And,
I
like,
understand.
And feel that, like, especially if there's like a lot of England-specific pop culture references in it, like you'd have to localize it in order for American kids to get the jokes.
Yeah, I don't even. I try to find like the original. I barely have any money. Like in real life now, JK. I don't even remember if they even like made any kind of like British like pop culture references at all. Like I don't.
Like in the British DVD.
Yeah, I don't know if they ever did or not. It's weird.
But
I don't know. Stuff like that's weird to me when they try to quote unquote Americanize it in a way.
Sometimes it's necessary, sometimes it's not. Usually,
I mean, it's like the dumb 4Kids effect where they're just like, oh, we can't let
Yeah.
kids know what
well,
onigiri is.
that's different because you're taking a property that is meant for like 10 to 15-year-olds,
Yeah.
and putting it on a channel that is meant for like 5 to 10-year-olds.
I mean, like people know what rice is, and you just explain it as a rice ball. It's like
That
whatever.
stuff that you're talking about.
These
Okay.
donuts sure are
I was
great.
see when you said four kids edits, my mind instantly went to like
What, like One Piece?
yeah, like the lollipop cigarette,
Yeah,
or like them just editing out
the
all
guns with like water guns is like
Yeah.
okay, yeah, it's like sure, but like really, you're gonna replace
Well,
like
even Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Was meant for like 10-year-olds, but they would show it to an audience of like 5-year-olds.
my favorite edit is like when the men in suit come in and they're just pointing their fingers like guns.
Yeah, they're just
and they're
pointing
like,
at-
you.
Well, that would
Because in the
become
original scene, they had
that
guns.
would become very relevant to anime fans decades later with the popularization of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. So he's essentially doing the Jotaro point.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Maybe it was a JoJo reference all along.
It was a JoJo reference all along.
Maybe somebody on the 4Kids freaking team was like, I read JoJo once. I'll just made them look like they're pointing their fingers like this.
Kyrie, I found you.
But yeah, what I was gonna say earlier is that like there's like this thing where it's like you remember something from your
Look
childhood.
at him, he's beautiful.
He is.
I love him so much.
I love long-haired Riku.
long hair Riku. There he is.
Huh?
Long hair boy. Long hair Riku. Ah!
There he
Who?
be.
Sora's like, who?
Then
There's my waifu. Aqua, my waifu. What? You're a boy. Grab our hand. Okay. You're not my mom. You're not my dad. Yes, we are.
There's just something different about Aqua and Terra's character designs.
How so?
There's just something different about them.
Sora's like, wait,
Like,
slow mo.
compared to
They're more classy. They don't need no belts or no
They
zippers.
kind of are.
Yeah.
Because, like, compared to the character designs of Sora, Riku, and
Kyrie.
Kairi,
Yeah. They're all zippered up.
like, I don't know, there's
What?
Their outfits are like a lot more cartoony, whereas like
they're more elegant, or like they seem like something formal.
Like I can see Aqua and Terra being in like a Final Fantasy game.
Yeah, no, I agree too.
And completely fitting in.
You can't escape the dream! My friends! Where's my power? POV, where's Sora? Ah! The light! Ah! Now that's a fun drinking game. Take a shot how many times the light shines out of nowhere in front of a character's face. Babby Sora! Babby Riku! Remember Birth by Sleep when they met Aqua, but they can't remember because they're kids.
I mean, there were parts of Birth by Sleep that I enjoyed. Like, when it was like, it's all coming together, man.
I know, that's the thing I really liked about Birth by Sleep too. Like, oh, I get it now.
Yeah.
Like how they got bestowed, like, the Keyblades. Like, how Riku got a Keyblade, how Kairi got a Keyblade, and how Sora got Ven, Roxas in his heart, Xion. He's got a hotel in his heart.
But yeah, like
what?
I could see the two, like those two characters. I could see them being in like hell, even like a Fire Emblem game.
Oh yeah,
fitting in.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. Definitely like, what Final Fantasy game do you think they would fit in the best?
Ooh, that's actually a good question. Which Final Fantasy would they fit in the best?
Isaac Bar.
Whoopsie daisy.
He's
Wasn't easy putting you.
I know.
Like
You know what's really funny? When we watched Kingdom Hearts originally, you did not like Zigbar.
I hated him.
But I'm glad you have an
I was like,
appreciation for him
this
now.
dumb character design, this smug ass like dude. I hate his face, and now
great.
I'm like,
I vibe with you.
now I vibe with him. He's like the best.
Oh, you really like him when you watch Kingdom Hearts 3. There's some stuff with him that goes way beyond.
Oh boy.
Hey,
Oh boy.
I got
Oh
an idea.
boy.
Ask your heart.
But yeah,
I love how sassy he
It's
is.
got a clue.
Oh, okay. Before I say which Final Fantasy I think
Yeah.
they would
My
fit
heart
in,
was aching.
when you're trying to
That's
like
why I kept
remember
going.
something from your
Oh,
childhood, and you remember something a certain way,
Yeah.
and you're like, what was that thing that I was watching? Where you're like, you try to find out what something is, and so you try to like explain.
right?
It's like
Because
you know
you
the
all have
Clockman
hearts.
video. It was like finding Clockman,
Roxas.
like that
Dominic.
that
And that
video
other girl.
where someone was like trying to
found
remember
Roxas
something they had watched when they were a kid.
Yeah,
by
yeah.
explaining it to
Laughed
people.
Got
Have you ever had something like that happen to you?
and
Yeah,
they
yeah,
quit.
no, totally.
Like what's the, like the
You
first thing
have
that
to
comes
have a
to
heart
mind? Because the thing that for
to
me
cry.
was okay. So Toonami used to
It's
do
about time you
like
noticed.
Ghibli month.
Right,
And
yeah.
every Saturday they would show different Ghibli movies. And so I had watched, like I'd already watched Spirited Away when I was like 8.
Right.
Because my cousins had it on not DVD. This was like the early 2000s. They had it on VHS.
Oh, VHS for you youngies who don't
I
know
watched
what
Spirited
a little
Away on
brick,
VHS.
a little brick full of information was.
I had it on.
What'd you say?
I watched it on VHS at my cousin's house.
Yeah.
So I was familiar with Spirited Away,
Right.
and so I was watching Toonami during Ghibli month.
Right.
And this movie came on. And it was like beyond anything I'd ever watched, like animated wise.
Right.
And there was just like these creatures that with weird like appearances and like these people talking the way adults talk, and I was just like, what is this? And I remember so many different like amazing green sceneries, and I was like, what is this? And because you're a kid, you don't pick up on like the commercial breaks where it's like, we'll be right back.
Yeah.
Like you don't pick up on that. And so for literally 5 years, I was probably like 10 when I watched this. 5 years. It wasn't until I was in high school
Right.
that I was trying to like this topic came up, and I was
Right.
trying to explain this movie I'd seen.
They're all being sorry, but they're all training the Xehanorts. He was explaining. He's like, why is there more Xehanorts?
I'm sorry if I'm talking over the cutscene. It's just that
I just forgot about the scenes. Like, we're all gonna be Norton. I kind of lied saying they didn't have any hearts. JK, we do.
I'm already half Saiyan.
Tee.
Nuts.
everything
That's
about,
my fair line. That's nuts.
everything about his voice
Ah.
actor is beautiful.
I'm the lead. I'm the announcer in Soul Calibur.
I'm the most Xehanort.
I am the most Xehanort, even more the original Xehanort.
But yeah, like, I mean, we both seen the scene, but
Yeah,
we
that
just,
scene
like,
gets me. Yeah, no, explain it, yeah.
just, like, so, I was explaining this thing that I'd seen when I was a kid to someone.
Right.
And I was trying to give as much detail as I could. And eventually, like, after, like, trying to explain this for, like, 20 minutes, they were like, are you talking about Princess Mononoke? And I was like, what? Because I'd never heard of this before.
That's
Literally,
awesome.
I'd never heard Princess Mononoke before.
People's hearts like
And so then they looked it up on like their phone. And they were like, yeah, is it this? And I'm like looking through Google Images. And I'm like, I'm seeing the giant wolves, and I'm seeing the girl with blood on her face, and I'm seeing the weird deer god, and I'm like,
Lamel.
like it was like an epiphany.
Duh.
I think another reason why he's so enjoyable and like so funny is like he looks like he's 30, but he sounds like a teenager.
I mean, he wasn't birthed by sleep, and he was like super younger then.
Well, yeah, too.
Yeah. We just need to rewatch the Kingdom Hearts cutscenes. I feel like you'll have like a different perspective of a lot of the characters, because I just want to see how you would think
The
about the
Kingdom Hearts
characters
3
now.
cutscenes?
No, I meant just like all of it. But
No, we did that.
I mean, like again.
Again? Oh yeah. We can watch Metal Gear cutscenes again too.
I want to. You know what? I wouldn't mind doing that again.
That's how I got heard. I mentioned
Yeah.
this before, but that's
He's
how I
gonna
got
say
heard
the
in
line.
people it
He's gonna say. Wait. When is he gonna say the line?
my friends.
Yeah, they're my power.
Power.
Boys,
Squad.
girls, squad. He's like pathetic.
Words. You've lost.
You lost. Look at my pretty teeth. Ah.
Those are the words of someone who doesn't have friends.
Power gets you
How many
here.
friends do you have on Discord?
Seven.
0.
He's all yours.
Bye. I'm gonna go cry.
Whereas he's like, I'm the moderator.
Ooh, good music.
He's the Discord moderator.
I will ban all of you. None of you are allowed here anymore. Yeah, this music's good. Yeah, boss fight. By the way.
Well, I'm sure you can focus on the boss fight too, but like,
Yeah, no,
what
go
was
for it.
your childhood thing? Where,
It was the Wallace and Gromit thing. I try to explain to people. I'm like, do you remember? Like, some people know what Wallace
Oh,
and
okay.
Gromit
So
is.
it was partially your childhood trauma, partially like your childhood like half memory.
I guess also sort of Dougal. I'm like, have you never heard of Dougal before? They're like, no. I don't know. I just watched like a lot of weird stuff when I was a kid. Also, I'm trying to remember how this fight goes.
Oh, that was another reason why I didn't figure out what Princess Mononoke was for 5 years, is because I didn't start hanging out with anime fans until high school.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I had a couple of friends who introduced me to manga in middle school.
Right, yeah,
and we
yeah.
had like a small manga section.
Like a small percentage of people who knew
But
what that
really
kind
it
of
was
stuff
high school when I
Yeah.
blossomed into full weeb.
Yeah, full weeaboo levels. God, stop throwing your buildings at me. I get it. That was your shtick. Gosh. I'm gonna use Beluga so many times again. He's like, over here. Over here. What are you doing? He keeps teleporting like a madman. He's like, over here. Over here. Over here.
I do like the swirling like shadow effect.
What is he doing? Is he broken? Over here.
The AI does seem wonky.
Oh no. Over here. Over here. Oh, now you attacked! That was so weird. Stop!
His freaking lightsaber is just...
I love it.
I forget which game it is, because Kingdom Hearts just blurs together for me. The game where his coat turns black and white.
That was the last final fight in KH2 with Sir Riku.
That one.
Yeah, that was cool. I love that.
That was a fit.
That was a fit.
That was a look.
That's a very strong look. I love it.
Like when we were like going through the games, and like as soon as we got to that boss fight, I was like,
Grown man kicks child, then back and kills him. I forgot.
just like breaks Sora's back.
Back! You'll never stand up properly again.
There's the sigil. So your name shall be known as that of a recusant.
Ooh, that lip sync.
Yeah. But
The voice acting.
the voice acting, top tier. I forgot what the actor's name for Xemnas. So freaking good. And I remember we were watching the cutscenes originally. You're like, that voice does not fit this character at all. I'm like, I don't know. It's like kind of
Did
like
I say that?
yeah, you did say that. You were like, this voice does not match this character. I'm like, I don't know. It's like kind of like a wow. I'm dying.
I could see how I would think that initially.
Because like you see like a character maybe that doesn't look as like built like very I don't know.
Well, I think it was because he looked younger.
Yeah.
Than a character that would have that voice would have.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. God, I forgot how to do this fight. Haha, a pretty weird way to end a part of the Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance episode, and you're probably wondering why the heck did this happen? Why did you end on a JoJo meme? Why, what? What a weird way to end. Well, it's because I didn't realize that my desktop ran out of room, disk room, memory room on my computer, so the video footage and the audio footage kind of just stopped, and this is just how far that we have gotten. Will we be able to beat Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance this year? Will something not go wrong in a Let's Play that I do? Will I be able to beat Xemnas in the next part of Dream Drop Distance? Well, it's only time to find out in the next part of the Dream Drop Distance episode. So thank you for watching this part. I will be the only one giving off the sign-off since, obviously this is me editing the part, and of course Chelsea isn't here, so I will give a good goodbye for this episode, and we will see you in the next part. Hope you enjoyed this part. It was really fun, as always, with Kingdom Hearts, and we will see you next time. A peace.